Hello everyone and welcome to the Oliver Wilde Experience featuring Oscar Thompson, money, power, sex and culture. And today we've actually, we've been brought special gifts from Large Big Mac Meal himself.
I really wanted to try the creme brulee pie from McDonald's, so, oh god, and that was a whole thing in itself. I've posted on my Instagram story if anyone wants to know that stuff. I'm not going into it, but essentially, McDonald's have brought back the creme brulee pies after 4 years.
Okay, so I didn't even know it was on the menu a while back, but...
Really?
So they brought it back?
Yeah. Okay. But they've gone, they've shrunk.
Yeah, I know, they're quite small. Like, it's quite a small package, so shrinkflation. So,
and
anyway.
also they've risen the price.
They have? How much do they cost now?
Not by much, but like, think about it percentage-wise, it's gone from $1.50 to $2.
Yeah. I mean, do you reckon that's adjusted to inflation from 4 years ago?
Well, how much is inflation?
Oh, we're not about to do maths right now. Seriously. Point is, it's gone up.
Anyway,
right?
I like it.
I've had a few bites. I'm a bit more 50-50. I'm not going to rush to go and get this. Like, it's nothing too special.
Well, some people really hate it. So I saw someone say this is like baby food, which it kind of does.
I don't really see how it would be baby food.
Like, it kind of tastes a bit like the texture.
Yeah, I think it's more like the custard and stuff, but...
It's a bit cold now as well. So
it is, because he was running across fucking Sydney trying to get these to this recording. Anyway, on more pressing matters, apart from our food expeditions, we should do ASMR, actually. Like a mukbang type of thing.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Anyway, so this week, quite a big event happened, actually. The Met Gala. So to give everyone a bit of background, the theme this year was fashion is art. Was it?
No, so this is where everyone's going to get confused.
Oh, really? It's not. What is it?
That's the dress code. Right?
Yeah.
And I think what we're going to see, because I haven't even seen most of these, but from what I've kind of seen forcibly, the actual theme is costume art.
Okay, it's the same shit. Seriously, that's the same shit. No.
I feel
technicality, seriously.
Okay, because I think we were expecting a lot more, like, big colours, big whatever.
Yes.
Thank you. Art, right?
Yes.
But it seems as if they're taking it more as a costume. Like, costume art.
Okay, I kind of get what you're saying. But look, my kind of thing with the theme is I think it's failed on two aspects. Oh, really? I think the organisation actually failed. Because, like, look at the carpet. Nothing about that screams art to me. It's just a plain... Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. It looks the same as every other year. It actually looks more bland than other years. When I heard art, I thought it's going to be bold, creative, colourful. Nope. It's the most boring carpet we've ever seen. So the organisation...
Did Jeff Bezos fund it?
Yeah, I know, and that's another thing. The organisation failed, but also I think the attendees failed, right? Now, I think you need to find a balance between what? You need to find a balance between wearing something completely ridiculous and wearing something really, really boring. And I think this year people either wore something really boring or really ridiculous. There wasn't much in the middle.
I more of like a personal attack. Like, why are you fucking invited?
And that no. I actually thought, because I came up with quite a few good lines and thoughts when I was actually looking at some of the costumes and outfits, whatever fuck you want to call it. But I thought, you know what, I'm gonna keep it not personal. I'm gonna just go for the outfit.
Look at him.
Let's see how long that lasts for.
Seriously.
No, because I'm not here to like shame anyone's bodies or anything like that. Like, I'm not here for that business. Anyway, what were you gonna add to the? You said you had something to add to the theme.
No? Oh, no, that was it. No,
you've said everything you need to say. Okay, so we're gonna get right into rating some of the outfits.
Have you seen all of these?
Well, I had to fucking put the thing together, didn't I? It doesn't fucking get done on its own. Seriously, someone needs to put this show together. I mean, I wish I hadn't fucking seen them. This took me about 30 minutes this morning finding the best one.
Because, we are real good fashionistas. We should add fashion to our...
I know, that's the thing as well, right, guys? Like, we're clearly very, very qualified to tackle these outfits.
We weren't available on the mailing list for Devils Wear Prada too, so that's why we weren't there.
As a matter of fact, actually, I think next year we should be invited, and Anko should sponsor us. Anko, the Kmart brand of clothes, and we will rock up, and that will be the best carpet you've ever seen. Trust me. Anyway, let's get to ranking now that we've listed our qualifications.
Wait, I just want to add. You've just set me off now.
What, you want to go to the Met Gala?
No, as in, if we went. we're gonna be like Bianca Sensori. We're gonna rock up. We're gonna want the headlines.
Did she go, or not?
No, she's never. I don't think she's been invited.
No,
Well, she might
but
have
I've
been
seen her with her naked kind of look around the place, and it's not flattering.
because
is
we
it?
do like with attention-seeking things.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know who the fuck we are.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but that's the thing as well, and we'll see it in a minute. A lot of the people who wear the big bold outfits, I have no idea who the fuck they are. That's exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what? Fair enough, because it's work. Anyway, let's get to ranking the outfits. We're gonna rank them out of 10, and then we're gonna elaborate on them. So the first one is Anna Wintour, who runs the show. What do we think? What's your ranking out of 10? Come on, spit it out.
I'm just struggling to see.
It looks like a mess. It looks like she's rolled in super glue and with a bunch of feathers on the floor. I don't like the green. I'd give it a 4 or a 5.
Is she dressed as a Native American? Like, seriously?
I mean, you know what? You know what?
No offense to that.
No one loves the Native Americans like we do. I think the Native Americans dress better than she does.
Of course.
That's my hot take. So what
anyway,
are you giving it?
I'll give it a.
Come on,
6.5.
Nah, you've been way too generous. All right.
You reckon?
The next one.
What did you give it? What was your?
I said it was a 4 or a 5.
Okay, sorry.
It was a 4. Okay, Bad Bunny. What do we think? Have you seen this?
No.
Yes, I haven't seen this. So he dressed up as an old man.
This is just the weekend from eBay. Seriously.
Yeah, remember when he dressed up? Remember that? For the Dawn FM album? Yeah. Look, I would say, there's not much wrong. There's not much right. I admire the kind of creativity that he's tried to dress up as an old man, but I don't really understand how it.
That has nothing
fits
to
the
do.
theme or
Nah,
anything like
that's
that.
getting a 2. Sorry.
You reckon? I'd give it.
The only thing that saves it is that little bow tie.
No,
But
see, I think that ruins it.
Oh,
I
really?
think that ruins it. I'm gonna give it a.
But how? I don't.
I'm gonna give it a 6.
Okay.
You know what? At least he's trying to do something different. So what were you? You're
2.
2 and a 6. All right. Sabrina Carpenter.
We had a lot to say about her last week.
Yes, we did. And you know what? She's redeemed herself.
Oh,
I
really?
think that she was one of the best dressed. I think that it was the perfect balance between being creative and fitting the theme and not taking the piss. Do you get what I'm saying? So I would give that outfit, I would say maybe like an 8 or a 9. Thoughts?
Give it an 8.
An 8, yeah. One of the better ones.
Yeah.
Any analysis or no?
No,
We're just
it's an 8.
Fair enough. Moving on. Oh my god, this is just disgusting.
That's Katy.
Katy Perry, right? Now, I've been saying it all day, and maybe people don't see it, right? But she looks like a toilet seat. Like, I just see the face as like the water at the bottom of the toilet, and then the kind of surrounding helmet as like a toilet seat.
Well, she's done the costume part.
But what about that is art? I don't get it. She just.
I know what you're
looks like
saying. It's the
nothing.
costume.
But like seriously, apart from the helmet, it's just a white dress. Like it's only the helmet that's being talked
Well,
about.
no, I'd say like
No.
this area.
It's just a weird
here.
shape. Look, I'm giving it what?
What are you gonna give it?
Maybe a 6, 5.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's just like I'm
just gonna give it a 7. I think.
7. Okay. Yeah. She needs
But-
to bring Justin
Yes.
Trudeau though.
Where was he?
Can you imagine that would have actually made headlines if they walked in
I know.
together and all? Oh my god, the next one. So I don't even know who this.
I knew who she was. It's Heidi.
What's her name?
Heidi. She was on that. She was a judge on America's Got Talent. Remember that show?
Jesus. Oh, no, I
Don't
never
really?
watched it actually. She decided to dress up as a statue. So what do we think? I'll let you go first.
Well, she did.
What
She's
would
got
you-
the theme. Like, this is
She
what
has.
I mean.
That's the one thing I'll give to her. That's about the only thing she has going for
But
her.
again, this is what I think all of these people who are gone have missed. The dress code was fashion is art, right?
Yeah, you're
The
getting too
theme is
technical.
costume
You're getting
art,
too.
but they're all dressing as if.
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't know. You're overthinking.
Anyway,
it. Look,
but-
I think it's an unflattering costume to be honest.
It's a bit of a rip-off of Doja Cat. Remember Doja?
Oh, that was just
one?
stupid though. That was just weird. But that's the thing with this one. I just think it's a bit weird. It weirds me out. No one wants to see that. You've gone a bit over the top. But I mean, at the same time, fair enough, because we're talking about her. Like, it's done the job, right? A for effort, but it's just, I don't know, it's weird. I'm gonna give it like a 3. That's being generous as well. That's being generous. Thoughts? Did you rank it or no?
6.
6. Okay. Oh, for Jesus Christ.
Who is that? That's
So
Kelly Rowland.
I don't know who this is, but seriously, it looks like she's wearing someone's school project. Like, remember Book
don't know
Week
who
where everyone dresses up and, they're all wearing stupid shit hanging off of them that their mum helped them design?
Yeah,
she looks like
she looks like Groot. Like, seriously.
Literally, seriously.
Yeah.
So what do you rate that? I don't
Well,
even know
but
who this
this is
is.
the
I don't know
thing.
who you are.
This is the thing, though. It's a costume.
Well, yeah, but how are you supposed to walk in that? There's no way. She would have had to have been lifted through the whole thing. I'm giving it... Look, as I said, it looks like a school project that someone's worked really hard on. I'm going to give it maybe a 3. What are you giving it?
I'm going to give it a 5.
A 5, okay. I guess for
Because
creativity...
you know what I was thinking internally? It's either a 4 or a 6, so I'm going to go in the middle.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Oh, this is ridiculous.
No, but this is the one. Emma
So
Chamberlain.
she's best
Did
dressed?
you know who Emma Chamberlain
No,
was?
I have no idea who she
Really?
is. I see her every year at the Met Gala, but I don't get the point.
See, that's so I'm just going to do a detour for a second.
Okay, we're going to get
because
the
this
lore
is
behind
interesting. Because I knew Emma Chamberlain when she was like on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, okay. So what did she post?
And then
like, what's her
she used to do
thing?
vlogs, and
Okay.
she was with James Charles and all of them.
Okay,
Like, right,
so
so
she's in that kind of
yeah.
crew. Yeah, okay, got you.
But then she kind of detoured when it all went to shit, and then she got a job at Vogue, and now
Yeah.
she's really done well.
so
for
she's
herself.
working at Vogue.
Yeah, she.
Okay.
I think so. I'm not sure anyway. She's
Okay,
doing
yeah.
something.
She's
she's a
always
model.
there. That's how I
she's
know
a
her
model.
from this. So anyway, what are your thoughts? What would you?
Well,
rate that out
I
of
thought
10?
she was the one who's done from what I've seen, done it most correct.
Well, it kind of looks like paints and stuff like that. So I'll
Yeah.
give that to her. But
It's actually crazy how they've done it.
It is
there.
down the bottom.
Yeah.
Look, I just think in the end of the day, and I'm not trying to do a personal attack here. Like, I'm more attacking the whole outfit and the whole look. Like, I'm not here to body shame or anything, but she just looks like a drowned rat. Like, I don't know a way that I can sugarcoat it. I just think that the dress just completely, like, washes her out. I just don't think it's a good look. Like the other one, I don't think it's very flattering at all. I think, she's definitely on theme. I'll give that to her. Like, I'm not going to rank it really shit, but I'd say, like, what, 4, 5?
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna give her a 9.
Nah. Looks like someone made that in an art class.
Well,
like,
but that's the point. This is
it's
what I'm
not
trying
that.
to say.
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess. So what did you give it again?
A 9.
A 9, okay.
Oh,
so the next one.
that's interesting.
Is that Cardi B?
That's
Or is that Nicki Minaj?
Scissor, I think.
All the same shit.
No,
Same. But seriously, you know how everyone gets mixed up between Cardi B
No,
and
they
Nicki?
do not.
No, they do. It's the same person.
No.
It's just one's a Republican and one's a Democrat. That's the only difference. Seriously.
I-
Everyone always
I've
gets
always
them
been
confused.
able to
They've
know
all,
that.
yeah, but because there's something wrong with you, mate. Like, you know the theory that they're the same person.
I know, I
Anyway,
do, yeah.
Whoever this lovely woman
think
is,
it's
who do you,
Sifa.
we don't know. We don't know who the fuck it is. She looks like an idiot though. She looks like an idiot.
Why?
Are they
Sorry,
butterfly
I-
wings?
Oh.
Like, what's going on here? I don't know. The wings make
I
it look
like
tacky.
this.
The dress is actually fine, but the wings, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. I don't know what the headpiece is.
No, actually,
No,
you know
two-
what?
2 out
I'm
of
giving her
10.
a 10. You know why?
I'm giving her a 2.
I'm giving her a 10. This is like a costume, and then that's like art. She's done it perfectly. What more can I ask of her? Maybe a 9.5.
No,
Lowest?
no,
But
it's
like,
not doing it
I
for me.
can't, like, you give marks, you don't take them away. You know what I mean?
Oh god, what is this? This is just ridiculous. This is another one. It's not flattering at all. It completely the red just washes
Who
her out
is
again.
that?
I don't know. I don't know who any of these people are, to be
Is
honest.
that Kim Petras?
Look, I think I don't mind the fact that she's holding
don't know who that
the kind of mask. I like that. But you know what she reminds me of? Captain Feathersword from the Wiggles. Seriously, cast her. The Wiggles are very progressive nowadays, so they can get a female Captain Feathersword. So if she needs a job, get her. I'm giving that a. Let's go for a 4. That's me being generous.
I'm giving it a 5.
Getting fucking emails. Seriously, my uni won't leave me alone. Anyway,
5.
5. All right.
Yeah, because you're fucking.
Oh, God, look at-
Instead of doing uni work, you're at home
I know,
fucking
ranking
room.
the fucking Met Gala. my fucking group assignment, they're probably like, where the fuck is he? Anyway,
Meanwhile, large Big Mac meals running around sitting creme brulee.
speaking of large Big Mac meal, you look a bit like this.
Oh
guy.
my
No, this looks like Elmo from Sesame Street. Thoughts?
personal attack squad out
No,
the window.
well, no, it's the
Who
outfit.
is this? Like,
I don't
who
know.
are these
It looks
people?
like you. What are we ranking it? Come on.
I know what you mean.
It's
with
the
that.
same. He's like mildly. Are you mildly iron deficient, or are you really iron deficient?
I was
Because-
anemic. You know what that means?
No, I have no idea.
Bottom of the barrel.
Okay, because you know how sometimes you're very pale?
Yeah.
It's the same kind of paleness. Not that I'm personally attacking her, though.
Is this the
Did I
one
already
from
rank
that
it?
show?
I can't remember.
The Irish one.
I
The
have no
Northern
idea.
Irish one.
No, you know what? This is the worst outfit
Deli,
of the day.
deli,
No,
dairy.
This is the worst outfit of the day. It's like a 1
Oh,
or a
really?
2. It's a 1. Fucking seriously. Rank it. Come on, quick. We're moving on.
3.5.
Okay, so that's fucking generous. Oh god, seriously, I could wrap tinfoil around myself and rock up to fucking Ashfield Mall, and I'd look better than this. Thoughts? This is ridiculous. This is not an outfit. I'm giving that that's a 2.
Why? It's a costume. What do you
mean?
What is
She's
she
wrapped
holding?
tinfoil
Oh, sorry, I thought
around
that was a
herself.
knife. I thought that
Why would
was a
she
knife.
hold a knife?
She's been like assaulted.
Yeah.
Assaulted tonight. What would I give Serena? What did you give her?
I think, what did I say, 2? Come on.
Give her a 3.
All right. Okay, we got...
Oh!
Chris, I don't mind this, actually.
Have you heard she's not happy about her facelift?
Yes, I'm not happy with it either. I was about to speak about the facelift, actually. I saw a clip of her. I was about to bring it up. I saw a clip of her standing like sideways, and oh my god, they've really fucked it. Honestly,
but she says she's happy. She's had to she's had to come out and say, "Oh no, I'm fine with my facelift."
I thought you said she's not happy about
No.
facelift.
All the reports are saying she's not happy.
No,
she's fuming about
yeah,
it.
I would be fuming as well. Seriously, it would honestly, some people would just be better if they just didn't get any facial work done, because it's like it gets to the point where honestly, cast her as the next Michael Jackson. You know, the white version, and then call it a day. I like the robe. I might love Michael Jackson. You don't know. We're not going into Michael Jackson now.
I don't want to.
I like the robe. I like the color of the robe.
Yeah, but it doesn't match the theme. I'm gonna have to give her.
I'm giving her a 5.
I'm gonna have to give her a 2.
Generous to me, 5.
Maybe even a 1.
And then we got Kim. I don't know about this. She looks like she's out of like a superhero movie, but like a really tacky one.
Bumblebee.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her maybe a 3. I don't know. It's just weird looking. It looks really cheap.
It's a bit what's the word? Underwhelming for her.
It is. You'd think, yeah. I mean, that's why they need to bring back
it's costume.
Kanye back into this.
Costume.
Because...
I'm gonna give her a 5 because it's a costume.
Okay.
If you thought she was a superhero.
Okay, who is this?
That's Kylie Jenner.
I don't know, but she's half naked. It looks like she's half naked, and I don't think that's why would anyone want to like. I just don't get the point of that.
Yeah, you're right.
I actually,
when you say that,
it's just
no
weird.
point.
It's just weird. She could go for Michael Jackson after her mum, actually. But thoughts. I'm giving her a 2 as well. I'm giving a lot of 2s out. Come on. It's not that.
2.5.
2.5. Yeah, okay. We agreed. Shit. Well, I like this one. Isn't this Justin Bieber's...
Yeah, that's Hailey.
Yeah, wife. This is really good. I think she's one of the best dressed. Yeah, because I really like the gold and the blue as well. I think the blue is really good with that gold. I think it's a flattering
I'm going to
look.
give her a 5.
I'm going to give her a 9.
Really?
Yeah, she's up there with Sabrina, I reckon, on that one. That's the guy that makes the shit music.
Samba.
Oh my god, I can't stand that guy. No. Seriously, it looks like it looks like his wardrobe has vomited all over him. Like, did he get dressed in the dark? Like, what's going on? Because I get like
dressed in the dark.
Well, it's true. He must have. I hope he did. But like, I'm just looking like, I don't know, the silver's all over the shop. I just think, I don't know, it's just all over the place. I can kind of see it. Art. Mate, that's not even a costume.
I know what you're trying to say in the sense that it's missed the mark.
It is. Like, I feel like the thought was there.
Yeah.
Like, the idea of it's in the right direction.
Around his neck.
Oh, probably a dog collar or something, you know. Anyway. Well, have I ranked him already? I can't remember.
No, you didn't give him a number.
He's a 1. Fuck that. He's as bad as Elmo.
Give him a 4.
4. Okay. Troye Sivan.
That's not choice. Is that choice?
It is Troye Sivan.
God, my auntie won't be happy
with the new hairdo.
My auntie won't be happy with me.
Okay. I'm just thinking. Okay, he's a weirdo. He looks like a weirdo. He looks like one of them, you know, like anime kind of, you know, them kids.
Yeah, right.
He looks like that, right?
I didn't even recognize it as him. I thought that was Austin Butler.
The guy that played Elvis.
Yeah, I thought that was
he's
Austin.
a bit of a weirdo because wasn't he in character for like years when he was filming it? This isn't a Met Gala outfit. It's not like a really, really bad outfit, like generally. But like that's like, I don't know, if you're going to like a shopping center.
You're right, actually.
Do you know what
that's
I'm
getting
saying?
a 1, so...
No, it's not getting a 1. There's not much, like, it's not bad. It's just not for the Met
got
Gala.
costume?
Maybe he is.
And has it got art?
I'm going to give him a 4. Oh, here we go. Sam Smith. Honestly.
That's fantastic.
You reckon? You genuinely think that's
great.
fantastic?
For the theme, costume with art.
He's
getting a 10.
Me. No.
He's my only 10.
No.
I know someone got a 10 before as well. Who got a 10?
Look, I'm not angry about it. Like, he's given it a go. I think he could have lost the feathers. I don't like the feathers. I don't know.
You know what?
It looks like he's wearing an oversized hoodie.
Yeah,
and
but
then, like, really
that's better.
pants.
Like he could have been.
You're right. He does disgrace himself quite frequently.
Like, you got to give points where they earn them.
Yeah, right. All right. I'll give him a 3. There we go. He's dropped the microphone. So apologies for those listening. So anyway, there we go. That's our thoughts on the Met Gala. Any final thoughts now that you've seen all of the... These are the major ones, by the way. There's obviously a few outfits that we may have missed. But
well, it was interesting that Jeff Bezos...
Yes, that's right.
He funded this, and you were saying it looked quite boring before. Maybe that's because Bezos was in charge. Should billionaires be funding the Met Gala?
Well, I saw a good Instagram reel, and it was some union or some collective. They projected a union member onto a building, and she worked at, like an Amazon factory, and she was basically just saying that, he's misusing his wealth. He's not giving back to people in ways that he should. He's cuddling up with Trump and everything like that. And I think that's an important message. I know there was a campaign from many different groups projecting stuff on different buildings all across New York. I think that's good work, I guess, that people are doing. And I think it's also important to shout them out. Anyway.
Yeah.
Thoughts any more on that?
That's kind of it. Zoran Mamdani was invited and he declined.
Yeah, he didn't go.
That's interesting.
He would have been great, him and his wife on that.
Because AOC went.
Yeah.
4 years
didn't
ago.
she wear that Tax the Rich dress? Yeah, that was good.
And I remember Anna Wintour, she's posted on things, she actually didn't see that. And because it says it on the back of it, right?
Yeah.
And so when she saw her, apparently, she was like, "Oh, I love your dress." But she didn't realise.
Is Anna Wintour a conservative?
Well, no, I don't think she. Oh, we don't know. But she's full of money.
Yeah.
So she tax the rich. Yeah. She's like,
a bit too progressive for her. God forbid. Anyway. So moving on from the Met Gala, we thought, well, not we, as a matter of fact, Oliver thought, and to be fair, it was a good idea, because I know a lot of people are into this, that we should discuss Euphoria, because there's a new season, is there?
Yes.
Yes. And I actually saw as well, there was quite a few stats here. So, in the US, they had 8.5 million viewers just in the first 3 days.
Oh, that only US was
that? Was just in the US. Worldwide. It was 44% better performing than the season 2 premiere. And it's been the number 1 show on HBO after release. Isn't on HBO here? Yeah. So
I don't watch it on HBO. I watch it on some illegal website.
Oh, okay. That's how you do it. So anyway, I've never watched this show. I'm open to doing so. But what are your thoughts? Because you wanted to discuss it.
Well, I was with Euphoria, right? So it's 4 years into the future, right?
So it's 4 years on from the last season?
Yeah, 5 years, actually.
5, okay.
It's 4 years since it's been released, but it's actually in the thing, it's 5 years.
Yeah.
They're all out of high school now,
yep.
And they're all kind of living their own lives. But I've been watching this season, and I've been really liking it, right? Now, a lot of people haven't, even though with those stats and stuff, because this season isn't really catered for that kind of teenage kind of girl.
Yes, because I'm actually looking here at my notes. It says commercial success, but cultural backlash.
Yeah. Like, people are tuning in, though, because there's something intriguing about it.
So you're saying it's not necessarily catering to their previous audience?
Yes.
They're trying to cater to a new audience?
It's definitely, because I feel more enjoying... Like, I did watch the previous season. I never watched season 1, but I watched season 2. And I'm actually enjoying this one more because I feel like the underlying theme of it is different. In the first season, they all kind of had they were all having mental challenges in one way, form, or another. Like Rue, who's Zendaya, was a drug addict. Cassie was just wanting like male kind of validation all the time. Maddie kind of like self-doubted in a way, kind of when she kind of whatever. This season, it's different though. It's more of an external factors changing the way they're acting through a kind of weird kind of base of capitalism.
Yep.
In the sense that they all kind of don't have secure work. Rue is now a drug dealer. She was one before, but that was because she wanted drugs. Now she's there by force. So it's kind of looking at
Is your phone ringing? He's a busy man.
Centrelink's calling. Anyway,
you fucking wish, don't you?
Anyway, but yeah. So in the first season, for example, she was a drug dealer out of desperation to actually get those drugs. This season, it's not that. She's not really taking drugs. She's there by force because it's a corrupt system that won't let her leave. Right? Cassie, who's played by Sydney Sweeney, is now on OnlyFans. Right?
Yep.
and because she wants a validation.
That's interesting, because that's a big, moral and ethical debate as well about OnlyFans.
Yes, but she's there because she wants that validation still.
Yeah.
But it's more of an external thing onto her. That's that market. And obviously Nate, who's played by what's his name? Jacob Elordi. Jacob Elordi. He was in Jake.
Yeah, I know
Jacob.
him. I didn't know who Nate was.
In the first season, for example, he had a lot of issues regarding, like, he was always wanting to be controlling and whatever.
Yep.
Now he controls his own business, but it's falling apart.
Okay.
Right?
Got you.
So
it's very much centered around money and work.
Yes.
Yep.
But people haven't really picked up on that in any of the analysis.
And do you think this is intentional? It's been written that way?
Yes.
To focus around this?
I think it just hasn't been spelled out yet.
Yeah.
It will, I think, maybe at the end, but it just hasn't been spelled out. But I've kind of... Yeah. And it's interesting, the only kind of character who's living a somewhat kind of normal life is Lexi. And I find that interesting because Lexi's the only one there who's not working 2 jobs, who has, like, stable employment.
Yeah.
And who hasn't really folded to this kind of, like, OnlyFans, kind of all this shit, like, kind of that ethical kind of conflict.
Yeah.
And it was interesting in the last episode, she was that was the first time they kind of spelled out a little bit, in the sense that she kind of had to go at all these people saying, like, you're an OnlyFans, you're an internet pimp.
Do you see then, because you were talking about capitalism, do you see that as her calling out the system?
Or no, she's calling out
living out the system, or what?
She doesn't understand why they're doing it.
Okay.
Right.
So how does this link to capitalism more generally?
In the
sense do you think
that
it's relevant in the modern times as well? Based on
yes,
modern issues?
this is a real America.
Yeah.
In a sense that it's exploitative work.
Yeah, everyone's
trying
people
to get
can't.
Ahead. Yes, that's right. Yeah. That's another thing.
Yeah.
They had a wedding. She made bloody what's his name? Nate pay all this money for this wedding, but their relationship was really toxic.
Yeah, so it was more or less just doing it for a show.
It's a performative, and even then she still disgraced herself.
Yeah.
Even, like, you can spend as much money as you want.
But it's really, about the moral character as well. Which I think is interesting as well, because if you're talking about capitalism relies on people to feel like they have a part in it and feel like there's actual incentive.
That's right.
And I think
exactly right.
People grow disillusioned with it when they feel like there's nothing in it for them. When they feel like they're doing all the right things, they're doing everything they can to make money, but they just can't get ahead no matter what. That's when that kind of faith in it dwindles. And it sounds like that's kind of...
And it's interesting, they're all starting to slowly but surely kind of work that out.
Yeah.
They're realizing, like, what am I getting out of this? What am I? They're still doing it. But they're in their monologues and what they're saying.
Yeah, because in the end of the day, money's...
But
it's a bunch of numbers, but it's how fulfilling it is.
Yes,
and if no one's fulfilled...
I just find it so interesting, though, that, like, they've changed his show. Like, I just would never have expected a show like this, which has always been, like, I guess in the last one, a lot of it was sociological.
Yeah.
But has changed so kind of rapidly.
So it's a real drastic change.
Yes, it's almost like a different show. Like, it's crazy.
And it's probably as well because you said there was a time jump.
Yeah.
But even then, so is this the last season, or are there more seasons to come? Do they know how many, or what?
Never say never.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It's kind of positioned as the last season, but for a lot of the time, everyone kind of thought season 2 was going to be the last season.
Okay, so it's not like, because I know with Stranger Things, for example, I think around season 3, they said there's going to be 5 seasons. So you don't know exactly how many seasons.
It's not done and dusted.
No.
But, like, it's
okay.
In the coffin ready to be nailed, I reckon.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's definitely doing well, but we'll have to see how people react as it. Is it over yet, the season? Or
no, it's episode 4. I think there's 8 episodes.
So it's only it's only really in the beginning anyway. I'm sure it will get better as well because, naturally with...
well, I just wanted to bring it up because no one brought this analysis. This isn't like recycled analysis. This is Oliver Wilde being a doctor.
This is authentic thoughts being formulated
I was just watching this and thought, oh my god, like this is genuinely very deep in a different level that I haven't seen in mainstream television before. And it's not spelled out it hasn't been I'm not sure if it will be spelled out, but it hasn't really been spelled out.
No, definitely.
Anyway.
Well, yes, well, I think as well, speaking of things that, well, this is actually the opposite. This has been talked about a lot. Gas taxes in Australia. It's a bit of a leap between Euphoria and economic policy in Australia. But for those who are unaware, And before you click off thinking, oh, fuck, I don't want to fucking hear about this shit. Basically, Senator David Pocock, federal senator for ACT, punters politics, who's a, how would you describe him?
Grifter.
I was actually about to say the same.
He's a YouTuber.
He's a YouTuber, influencer, former teacher. And then also,
teacher, was
yeah,
he?
he was.
That makes a lot of sense.
And then the Australia Institute, which is like a think tank kind of group. They do research and stuff like that. They've basically started a campaign a few weeks ago now, maybe even a month or two ago, pushing for a 25% tax or levy on gas exports in Australia. So basically their argument is currently we have a tax called the PRRT, which is basically not giving enough revenue back to Australia and Australians for our gas. They would like to see more revenue actually given to the citizens of Australia, and they want that 25% tax and levy. So what are your general thoughts? Because it's getting quite contentious right now. Everyone's speaking about it.
Well, there's definitely an issue when the Australian government makes more revenue off of beer than
but
off of gas.
people have disputed that. People have disputed that.
Well,
I've heard a few. I haven't looked into the stats on that, but I've heard quite a few people say that that's misinformation. Like a lot of MPs and senators. Now I'm sure everyone's going to go, well, they're politicians. They're bought out by the lobbies, etc.
Well, even then, right? I'm sure that figure is right in some. Like
yes,
some
it just
form.
depends on how you interpret figures,
yes, right?
basically.
Like maybe all the kind of background taxes might make up for it for the gases, but even then, the fact that that's even kind of being able to be real in some sense is an issue, right?
Yep.
Obviously, would be for this, right? Obviously, we need more money, and I think this would be a great way to do it.
Yep.
However, I also think it's not a silver bullet. The whole world isn't going to be sunshine and rainbows if we put this in.
Of course, there's so many more
hospitals and roads and stuff aren't going to be fixed just because of this, right?
It will certainly help it. Though,
of course, and I wouldn't be against it. If I was in Thingo, I'd be voting for it, right? And I also think it's a bit hypocritical, the people who are for this, right?
In what way?
Well, okay, 10 years ago, or a bit longer now, they put a mining tax in, right? Yeah. No one really was backing Julia Gillard on this. There wasn't some kind of grassroots
there was not this level of public support.
Someone who would have been, all these kind of centrist kind of people out in Vaucluse or whatever, champagne socialists now, they wouldn't have been for that then.
No,
and all those MPs are now for this. You know what I mean?
I guess, you could argue, well, the political landscape's changed and stuff like that, but in the end of the day, I agreed. It is hypocritical. Look, my view is just generally, I'm more for, I'm more for taxing, big corporations. I'm all for taxing big industry and giving money back to people. So in principle, I'm for it. I'm not an expert on it or anything like that. I only just have brief notes in front of me to inform the listeners. But yeah, look, I think, as I said, I'm for it. However, I also can see some of the downsides to it in the sense that there could be investment risk because in the end of the day, right, we're not the only nation in the world that people can actually get gas off of. Do you get what I'm saying? People can shop around. It is a market. Right? And if we start jacking up prices because we have to account for a tax, or if gas companies aren't making as much revenue as they are now, I can see why they just wouldn't deal with Australia whatsoever. And that means then we wouldn't get any revenue, even from the current PRRT, because they would have all moved away. I think we just need to do it carefully. Sorry.
I didn't mean to. But I was just saying, I get where you're coming from, and obviously, I haven't really been tried, so I don't know. But look at Norway, for example.
Yeah, but you know what? Gas. Australia isn't Norway.
I know,
everyone
but they have gas in Norway.
Of course.
They have gas, and they put it in, and there wasn't a substantial
Australia
change
to Norway. I know, I understand that, and there are similarities, but there's also differences. And Punter's Politics has said himself in the Senate committees that. Yes, well, Norway obviously, has a better system there because they have a sovereign wealth fund and all of that. I'm pretty sure they're setting up a similar fund like that in Canada as well.
Everything's just fixed.
But point is, obviously, they're in a good position. But even he did acknowledge that the system would have to be slightly different in Australia,
of course,
because we have different circumstances.
And it's obviously a larger per capita.
Yep.
Thing as well.
I think another interesting thing on this topic as well is the role of punters' politics. Because obviously he's done extremely well on social media. So if you look at any MP, any senator, anyone with any form of influence, if you look at their social media posts and you go to the comments, it's just flooded by, we want a gas tax, we want a gas tax now. It's been an extremely effective campaign. And I think punters' politics, he is generally a good communicator. I do sometimes, I'm always skeptical of someone who kind of claims to be the voice of the people, because I don't think any individual can truly be the voice of the people. And, you know, sometimes...
Especially, like, I guess, a large group. Like, he wants to speak for punters, you know? It's not like it's some local council kind of
it's
area.
not like he's saying my community. Or my viewership, even.
Yeah.
He's not even just saying that. No, he's saying I'm speaking for all punters, working class Australians.
Yeah.
And I think that can be somewhat dangerous rhetoric. But... I also think sometimes, you know, I subjected myself to the worst fucking podcast ever, the Carl Stefanovic show. And Punters Politics had a debate with Susan McDonald, who's a LNP senator from Queensland. And I just think that sometimes his arguments were very simplistic in the sense that whenever he was put on the back foot, he would kind of just say, oh, well, Susan, you're a politician. He uses politician as some dirty word to depict someone, you know, as... someone with, you know, the Australian people's interests not at heart. And he uses it as a... Are you fucking right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine this guy fucking texting in the middle of a podcast? Seriously. Lock in. Basically, he tries to delegitimize her. And then he also loves to use and throw around, obviously, big business, big corporations... millionaires, billionaires, and I mean, obviously, no one has much time for billionaires anymore, but sometimes he throws them words in when he is on the back foot to try and gain that public support again.
I also actually think too much of this has been placed on him. Like, I think it's more David Pocock. For example, my dad, my father, right? He found out about this gas tax because I'm sure a lot of people have, actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because you're right, it's everywhere.
It is.
And he linked it to Pocock. He linked it to David Pocock. He didn't. He had no clue.
But do you think that could be a generational thing?
Well, no, and I also think it's a bit of a media thing. You'll find in the media they don't really mention this punters as much. It's much more Senator David Pocock.
Yeah, they talk about Pocock and then they talk about Greens-led inquiries. Yeah, you're right. But look, I think that, you know, punters politics, in my opinion, whether you like him or you don't, as I said, I have some issues with him. I do think that he is generally responsible. Because, look, I watched a few of his videos to prepare for this because I did want to, you know, have a bit of knowledge going into this. And, I mean, his channel's doing really well. You're talking, you know, I think the video I watched, the big one of his Senate inquiry, you're talking 400k views. The average video is probably like 130, 140. You know, it could even be more. So I'm happy to be corrected. But he has a large influence. And I think it's, I don't know, I just find it interesting that an individual can gain so much traction. And, you know, he only got a lobbying pass 3 weeks ago. And look at what's happened. He's basically flipped the entire Australian political landscape on its head. Yeah. Everyone all of a sudden wants a gas tax to be in the federal budget, which has been in the works for a long time. Yet, all of a sudden now, they decide to talk about a gas tax. If you really wanted it in the budget, you would have been talking about it 6 months ago. And I know a lot of them were, but not to this extent.
And look, I don't think they should write off the fact that they should do it. Like the Albanese government.
Yeah, of course, but it's not going to be in the budget.
Of course.
I mean, you're dreaming if it's in the budget. Don't get me wrong. I'd love Jim Chalmers to surprise us, and you know, in 2 weeks' time, we're sitting here and we're talking about a gas tax because we're going to cover the federal budget as well. I'm so close.
We should do it live. We should do it live.
We're going to do a drinking game for the budget, so we're going to be absolutely pissed off of our heads. But look, that's another thing as well on the budget. Actually, I'm so close to doing like just a solo episode where I just sit here and read the budget papers line by line. Because no one would watch that. No one would watch that.
But no offense, but it'd be a bit funny if Larger Big Mac did that.
Yeah, no, it'd be better. I agree.
I know, maybe I should.
It's just I don't.
No one would still listen. Like I'm being for real. Like, no one's got that anyway.
No, I'm not saying solo episode is in. I'm the person for the economic analysis.
Yeah,
it's just because I fucking nothing gets me going like a federal budget. I'm telling you. Hang on a minute. The look that he just gave me tried to make that sound wrong.
I've always found
it piques my interest.
I feel like a bit of a nerd, but like the budget just doesn't do it for me. Like I don't wake up and go, it's budget. It's just for me. It's just
I do.
as a little hack that I am. I just like elections. Like,
No,
that's
but
my.
see,
That's
I
my. That's
sometimes
my
think
short.
a good budget can be better than a bad election or like an election.
See, because I feel like.
I mean, I'm not here to say
Well,
the
you
budget's
obviously
going to
like
be better
policy.
than the 2025 election.
I feel like
but,
you like
it's-
policy more
Well,
than maybe than like campaigning in
Well,
elections
I like
and stuff.
policy when it's dressed up in a budget because
Why?
it's more interesting because there's more strategy behind
Well,
it because
look,
you're trying to
you know
deliver
what?
a block
Actually,
of policy
this
and
is
market
looking.
that.
This is shaping up, and I don't want to say too much because we're probably going to talk about it in future
Oh
episodes.
yeah, we will. Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
say too much. This is shaping up to be quite an explosive budget, and that's
Yeah.
good because that's what I've always found about the budgets. It's all about.
They're all very
it's-
safe, especially
Yeah.
especially last year's one. Because what was the main thing last year? They extended the tax cuts. That was a
Yeah.
shock. I can't really recall much.
By $5 a month.
And if someone like me, like who follows this shit, can't recall much from last year's federal budget,
there's
how
always
is the
cuts to
person
the
who's not
NDIS, and then
engaged?
that's what
Well,
funds
what
everything.
do you think about the cuts to
The
the
ones
NDIS?
now, the 160,000. Look, I don't want to speak. Like I'm not disabled, so like I don't think it's very
Debatable.
ethical. Well, I don't think it's
No,
like.
no.
It's a bit of an ethical conflict if I come on here and say
And start
oh,
telling
you
people,
know, like,
and
yeah,
start
blah, blah,
telling-
blah,
it's
blah,
like
blah,
it's
blah.
like it wouldn't be good if we came on here and started
Like,
lecturing you about
yeah.
women's health. I mean, maybe he might fucking know more than
Like
I
I
do.
think that discussion should only be the people who are actually changing the laws.
Yeah.
And just disabled people
So you're
themselves.
going to hit us
and
with
look,
the biggest, fattest non-answer in the history
well,
of
I'm just
non-answers.
saying, and I think, and I've heard from what I've heard from disabled people online stuff. It's mixed. You know,
I don't
so-
think it's mixed. I
you
think,
think
it's
it's-
broadly negative.
Well, yes, but I think it goes from people just saying, well, "Look, we're fine, but we want to know where, like, what's
Yes.
actually happening. We don't want to be left in the dark."
Yes.
And then there's some people saying this is like human rights abuses. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
think it's that far.
No, I don't think it's
Not
that
at all.
far
I
either.
think
But
that's
like,
a big stretch. I can understand why many people in that community would obviously feel maybe betrayed by their trust
yes,
in
but
government.
even at the same time, sorry, the NDIS was set up for serious disabilities,
yes, of
right?
course. And it's ballooned out.
Yeah.
And that's thanks to what's his face. Well, all of them. It's thanks to
Scott
Abbott,
Morrison.
and Turnbull. It's
Yeah.
thanks to all them three.
Exactly.
And as well on that, I think as well, Alba actually made a good point that you know, it's vital to reform the NDIS now, whilst it still has that social contract with people.
Yeah.
In the sense that we've noticed, you know, over the past few months, ever since Drew Pavlou got his hands on the topic, that public support for the NDIS, and this is even verified through polling, has been dwindling significantly at a very rapid rate. And if things don't change, public support would drop to the point that, you know, maybe even, well, you never know with the Liberal Party, but what I'm saying is if public support drops, a party like the Liberal Party may even evaluate scrapping it altogether.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Future governments may even evaluate getting rid of it.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that, above all else, we still have an NDIS, which I think is
Well, it's
important.
an important,
Yeah,
it is an
yeah.
important faculty. It's also about sustainability, whatever.
Yeah, because now it's only going to grow, I think, 2% average per year. I think it's going to be
Right, no,
7 or
that's
5
very-
for the
yeah.
next few years, but then it's going to go down to about 2%. Whereas I think it was at about like
Yeah.
5 to 8% already, if not more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's like minimum. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Well, there you go. I think we hit quite a wide, diverse range of topics. Literally diverse.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Literally.
yes, that's what I'm
I
saying.
feel very like.
You feel refreshed, or
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I quite enjoy. Like there was good analysis. I think,
Yeah.
especially I did find the Euphoria
Really?
thing very interesting. I think that
Well,
was
it's
a great
because
take.
I just find it so. Why is no one talking about this? You know
No,
what I
you're
mean?
right.
Your 8.5 million people watched it.
Yeah.
And I've seen nothing online about it.
Yeah.
Maybe if I searched it, I'd be interested in see what would come up.
Anyway,
Yeah.
there we go. And also, apologies to the fucking dogs barking. I swear, every time we record, every dog in
Can
the
they
ne-
hear it?
I don't know if they can or not, but point is, there's dogs barking. Anyway, thank you for watching. God bless.
Thank you.